Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Carol, and what I have here, I have some envelopes, some long envelopes. These are the kind you get in the mail, but these are not in the mail. These are ones that I had purchased, and they're 4 by, let's see, 4 by 9.5. And I'm going to have a play with these envelopes, and I'm going to use some digitals I got from Tina over at Shabby Dabby Doodah. These are her Bluebirds and Blossom digitals, and they're just beautiful. And I'm just bringing along parts of them. These are just the ephemera pieces, and there's just so many of them, and I would love to incorporate these onto into these envelopes. And what I'm going to make are flip up pockets, and I brought 4 of them. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to close up the envelopes because I won't be needing them. Okay, let's see. I'm not going to be using them as envelopes, so I'm just going to close this up. But there are a couple things that you could do with them, and I want to make sure I don't close them up completely because I think I'm going to make a tuck in here. Okay, let me bring my scissors along. Okay, so this is going to be the front of it, and I'm going to bring up the bottom and this is going to make a pocket over here. So let me squish this down. So I'm going to glue the sides. And I think what else I'm going to do before I glue them, I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to I can open this up and make a tuck, make a journal pocket, or you can even cut the top of it over here and you could make a pocket over there, because now I have this envelope. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up at the side so I can make a side pocket. So I'm just going to cut a very small sliver off the side. Okay. Let me throw that away. Okay, so I'm going to cover up here so I have this here pocket for the side. So let's see, I'm going to need my thumb puller because I think I could or I couldn't. I think I'm just going to do that for a couple of them. Before I attach this, before I glue it, I'm going to see what I'm going to do here, because I cut a few of these pictures off here, and what I was thinking is putting them on the back here. So I don't want to glue that yet because I may be going under there a little bit. And what I did a couple of days ago, I did paint more doilies because I'm just loving doing that, and I ran out of my painted doilies. So I have a few different colors. I have a gold glittery one here, and then I have blue that I brought along with me for today because this ephemera is more, it's just like blue and brown and like a tan color. So I'm thinking what I'll do is, I think I'm just gonna tear the bottom off here. And maybe glue it onto there, and then I can use this, or even get a smaller one. There are smaller ones in here. I'm just loving these papers. Let me put them off to the side. Here are some smaller ones. Oh, these are a little bigger than the smaller ones. I believe there's 3 different sizes of these cards. These are journaling cards. Let's see, that's upside down. So why don't we I'll just take this one here. I'm just going to cut this one out. And these are going to look great inside a journal. I'm really catching up on some ephemera pieces. I just want to ink this a little bit. And I'm going to move it and ink off to the side here. And what I'll do is I will glue this down, and then I'll cut it. So I just find this so much easier, taking part of it and holding it, just so I can get this on and it won't move. Because this here, these are really difficult to try and glue down, these doily pieces. Okay, let me get my little wipey here. Oh boy, look at this. Where did that come from? Oh, you know what? I glued that. Oh, brother. Okay, you know, I'm gonna cut this off here. I have to keep cleaning my scissors because I'm always getting glue on them. I'll have to do that again later. Okay. So let's get more glue on here. And then we'll get this all attached. You know, and then I'm going to be putting ephemera pieces on here, so that'll help also glue down some of the pieces that I miss. Because the only thing you'd have to be careful of is the part on the bottom here when you have a journaling card going in and out of the pocket. It could catch on something that's not entirely glued down, and then it'll just start ripping away. Okay, so that'll be this. Oh, I don't want to cover up all my doily. Oops. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe I'll go to a smaller piece of ephemera. Let me just bring some of these in. That's what's nice about this. They're all different sizes, and I really appreciate this. And they're all just so beautiful that it's so hard to pick which one you want to use. I should have just gone for these smaller ones in the first place. So let me I'm just going to cut this here. We'll use that. Hopefully, I keep cutting in this and not using anything. Now this kit here, it's an older kit of Tina's. I believe this is like I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 months ago she put these in her shop, and I'm just using them now. So even though it's brand new to me, it's not one of her brand new kits. And I just thought it would look so pretty on the brown envelopes. So this is upside down. And you have a birdhouse with flowers and a bird on there. And there's so many pieces here that I think I'll go after this bow here. And I'm just going to cut a few of these things out because I know I'm going to want to put them on the bottom of on the little tuck spot in the envelope. Oh my gosh. Do you know what she's barking at? There's a truck outside. I apologize. Oh my goodness. This is late afternoon crafting for me. And so it's at the end of the day. And today is this morning it was like 60 degrees. It was pretty chilly, and then it got up to 80 during the day. We're supposed to have a thunderstorm this evening. And many times I will craft in the evening, but I thought, you know what? We're getting a thunderstorm sometime tonight, so I planned my day so I could do late afternoon crafting. So I don't get into the evening hours. Okay, I probably should have had all of these already cut out, but that's not how my day went. You know, and then it's hit or miss because sometimes I get messages where people like to see everything, you know, cutting everything out, and, you know, it can just be time consuming and boring for some people. So it's kind of like hit or miss. Okay, so I just want to get a few of these ephemera pieces cut out. So I can incorporate them into this project. Okay, I think we have a good start here, and I'll quickly ink these up. And then I brought along some of my laces. I have a couple of pieces of blue lace, different kinds of blue lace. Oh boy. And what else? I have some bling. So we'll see what we need to use here. Oh, I think the bird looks nice up there, and I brought along some buttons. That looks nice. And what do we have here? I could put some flowers on here. I brought music paper. I want to cover up the bird. You know what? I'm going to put these down because if I have too many pieces of ephemera that are that are loose just laying here, they're going to get all mixed up together. And then I won't feel like I'm progressing. And then let me get this bird with the birdhouse and flowers down. Oops. Now these digitals are all, they're all on the blue side. You know, like there's really not much, if anything, there's really no pink or yellow or anything. It's just blue and brown, which is really pretty together. And I love that umbrella with the flowers. I probably should have used Fabri-Tac because this envelope is pretty, it's a heavy one. It's like the brown, oh, what do you call that? Not construction, it's more like, oh gosh, I can't think of it. It's a heavy brown material. It's a thick cardstock. Okay, so I could put the bird with the bow on there, which looks pretty. Or I can even put, I do have a little satin bow. And I do have this I could put that there. And now I think probably the bird with the bow looks better over here. Yeah, I think that looks good there. And then I'll put the ticket, the love ticket over there. And what will I put down here? I could put, I can actually, where this here? Oh my goodness, there's so much ephemera here that it's kind of hard to decide which you want to cut out and put there. Oh my gosh, and I brought 4 envelopes, and I thought, oh, I can get them made and decorated, but at the rate I'm going, we're having to cut all this out. I'm hoping I can get them all done, but we'll see. Oh, this is so fiddly trying to cut around the umbrella. Okay, let's get this inked. Carefully, because I think I need to trim this down a little bit and ink it. I don't even know if I cut this out the right way. I think this part here is like that squiggly frame. This looks like I cut flowers off of it or something. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know. Let me see. These flowers are just not looking right to me. Just not looking right. And I think what I'll do is I'll cut this little piece of ephemera out that says notes. Oops. Let me get those off there. And I think this little piece here is going to look, I think it'll be better than those flowers. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay. Did I have that? The bird and the bow. They're going back up on that frame. I think that's a frame. And my little love sign. Unless I put the love down here and notes up there. It really doesn't matter, but I think I'm liking the notes on the bottom. I mean the love sign on the bottom. I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to put, I do have some of this blue lace. Let me just cut some off there. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the blue lace on the top. I think the lace just adds so much to a project when you're making something like this. Okay, I'm just going to go for that. There's just so much paper on here. Okay, let's see. I think the next one, I'm going to put that whole piece of ephemera on there, right on the back. I'm going to stick this in here, and then I'll put the bow right there on the side at the top. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is going to be, I could make a thumb hole over here. Or you know what? When I make my journaling card for here, I'm going to put a tag on it. So it'll be fine. But I think I'm going to put more blue lace up there. I think that'll finish it off real nicely. Because otherwise I think the top is looking really like something's missing. Oops. And I'm liking the gold sparkly doily. I'm liking that on there. And then, now, look at here. We have to finish this off with, I could put some 3 pieces of bling there, and then 3 on the other side. And I think that's going to really finish it off nicely. Although I'm going to go right to Fabri-Tac because I think this lace is the lace that gave me trouble with Fabri-Tac and the bling. I mean, with putting bling on here on this kind of lace. Okay, now I think that looks pretty. That looks nice. So we have the pocket here on the side, and then we have a tuck right here. And I do not have anything here to show you. You know what? Let me cut this here. This is from a card project that I did a couple of days ago. So we have a tuck there and over here. And then of course we will put this down on 2 sides and then have a tuck behind here. So let me put that off to the side, and I will do this one here. So we're going to glue the envelope, glue this closed, okay, now let's see if I'm going to put do that. I'm going to put this on this side. I'm going to go up here. Well, this here is a little bent, so I'm going to go this way. I don't know. Let's see. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then I'll put a smaller card on the top. Now I just have a small little thought in my head how this is going to come out, and you know, nothing is really planned. Oh boy, this is so fiddly. That's probably not the right word. It's just, I don't even know the right word. It's just a little challenging trying to get this glued down, because you never seem to get all the little pieces here. Okay. Oh wow, look at that. I didn't even realize I had this much hanging off. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to get these doilies that are stuck on my hand with the glue. Okay, so that's there. And did I cut smaller ones off? I don't think I did. I'm just going to cut this end one. Okay, I'm going to move this here. I'm just going to ink this up a little bit, just so that it's not so white on the edges where I trimmed it off. And you know, I'm really loving this lace on here. What about this kind of ribbon? Because this project is blue, but I really like this blue lace. So I think I'll continue to use it while I have it. I think it just dresses this project up so well. Okay. I don't know how well that's going to stick. So we can put this here and then maybe some kind of a I think I'm going to cut out this dream, the dream word, and everything on this project that I'm using on these envelopes are all from the kit, except the ribbon and the doily. And I think I'm just, yeah, that's going to be pretty. I don't want to go too crazy, and I don't want to, I'm sorry, I'm looking for different pieces of ephemera over here. I don't want to go too crazy on thinking, oh, I'm going to use this, I'm going to use that. Okay, so this looks like the same, but I'm thinking I am going to maybe put this on the bottom. I'm going to glue this on. I'm going to glue this right there. Let's see, this here is coming up over here, so I should probably start picking this up. This is a thick envelope. and it's a little crooked. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac to close this because I think it's going to hold it a little bit better. You know, you could make these pockets as big or as long or as short as you want, because, you know, sometimes you're going to want a smaller or a shorter pocket just to put like a little tiny tag in there, and sometimes you want a longer pocket. And I'm thinking that I may want a word, like maybe put dream up there or love. I really like these little tickets. I like the ticket. Oops. So if I put this one here on the bottom, wow, I think that's all I'm going to need, because I think it's going to cover the whole bottom, and then I'll just put lace on it. So I'm going to cut these two out while I'm here. And I'm hearing a little bit of rumbling outside, and I'm surprised my little one here doesn't hear it. It's not loud, it's just I hear it in the background. Yeah, I think this is like a squiggly here. So I'm going to have to follow that squiggly. It's a squiggly frame. And it'll look so much better when it's cut out. But you know, it's hard to kind of figure out because the colors on here are kind of like a faded color. And so I don't know if it's like a vintage look to it, or I'm liking that. And I have some buttons over here. Although, we also have this little bow. I have to cut that ribbon on the top part. Now, am I going to put a ribbon up there? I think so. I think so. They're not going to be in the same journal, so if they're close in appearance, that's fine too. Let me get the lace up here first. And just follow suit from the top of this envelope. Oh my gosh, I'm so gluey. I want to use this because I already cut it out. It looks fine to me, I mean, I can see the colors on here, but to me in the camera, it doesn't look like it's standing out. But I wonder if I put this there and then the bow on top, if that would look better in camera. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to put should I put the bow in the button? I could put the umbrella in the bow. I don't know if that looks weird on there or not. Maybe I'll just do the bow. Just do the bow there. Save the button for another time. I mean, I think it looks okay. I have to stop looking in the camera because what I see, it looks good until I look in the camera. So I can put 3 there and 3 there just to keep the bling on the opposite side. And this way it'll balance itself out. Okay. Oh, I'm really loving this. There's so many different things you can do with these envelopes. And you know what? I didn't cut this side. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut the top. And I'm going to use the top as a tuck. And this is going to be tricky because I already have the lace up there. Okay. So that opened up, so we have the top tuck and the bottom tuck. And then I can, you know what I'll do with this one? Excuse me. I will glue it here, here, and here, and then I'll use this as a journaling spot. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this quickly because I'm already going on 45 minutes. I can't tell if that's 43 or 45. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. That happens at the end of the day. And I think it's raining outside. It's really dark. And I did hear the thunder a little bit ago. Okay, so I will do this, and I'm going to use my blue doily. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this doily. I have another one that's like a sparkly. I can just put this toward the top. But I don't know, somehow I like it on the... You know what? I'm just going to cut it. I'm holding the front and I'm cutting. And I'm just going to use it wherever it goes. Okay, so off you go. And then I'm going to glue this down. But you know what? Let me cut the side. I like the side tuck. And you just want to cut a little sliver. Okay, so that's open. So, oh, do I have it this way? It really doesn't matter. I could do it this way also. And then looks like I have a little bit of trimming on that one side. Oh boy. Oh, and it just moved. I thought I had it holding it pretty good, but now I'm gonna get glue all over me. Okay. So whatever I put down on top of this will help to hold it, especially at the top where the holy part of this doily is. Okay, so I just have to trim a little bit off the side. And a little snippet off the top. Okay. Look at this. I think it bends up when I go to cut it. And then I always miss some pieces. Oh man, I am losing my voice. I like that. Oh, no boy, I hope I get through this because I just heard another rumble and oh wow, look at this. It's going to well, that's okay if I go all the way to the top. I could put the white lace up there. This is pretty lace. But I think this is the only snippet that I have of this lace. Let me get this down. This is so pretty. What else do I have here? Okay, I have more of this. That's the same kind, so I could put this on the top and this on the bottom. I just have to make this. Okay. I'm going to Fabri-Tac this closed. Okay. You know what I want to put on here? A window. Okay, I do have this window here with the flowers. I think that'll fit real nicely on there. Although, I think I'm liking these windows better. I'm going to try this. I'm going to cut this window out, this blue one. These windows here, these windows came with a different set of digitals. But they're so pretty. And I wonder if I cut that little bird out and put the bird, I think it's kind of big, but you know what? You don't know unless you try. I want to see what that looks like. Ooh, I don't know if you heard that, but I can hear thunder in the background. Oh, this bird is ginormous compared to the window. I think I'm going to trim a little bit of this window off there. Just a little bit. Unless there's another piece of ephemera. What about this little ticket, or I don't even know what this is. It just looks pretty. Oh, I don't know. I don't think that's going good on there. I think when I put the, oh, I can't even put the lace on there because I'm going to go into the window. I could put the lace on the bottom. I could put put that there and put the bow on the top. Or I could just put buttons on the bottom. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I had my bigger bows near me, and I don't have them near me here. But I do have a big one here. I think this blue bow will go nicely. And there's certainly enough of ephemera here. And I'm hearing thunder, like it's got to be pretty far away because I can hear the rumbling in the background again, and I don't know if it's going to stay that distance or if it's going to start moving in closer. But so far so good, because I don't want this little one here to start barking. Okay, so we have that there. And that looks pretty. That looks pretty. I like that. And then if I put this ribbon over there and the other one on top, and then with the bling, all right, that's what I'm going to do. I can't fuss too much about this because I have so much ephemera all around me that I start second guessing and questioning myself with what I'm cutting out here. Yeah, this is looking pretty. I like this. And you know, to be honest, I think because I'm dealing with just blue, I don't have all the other colors, and sometimes it's hard for me just to deal with one color. You know, at least if I had pink in here or yellow, then to me it's a little bit, there's a little bit more to play with. I'm going to put that bow off to the side. Oh, I wonder if I can stick like the little wooden butterfly. Okay, let me get my Fabri-Tac up here and get this going. I love this lace. It's like a crocheted lace. Well, it is a crocheted lace, but it's so pretty. It's kind of like very vintage looking. I don't even know where I got it from. But it needs something. If I had another butterfly, I would... Oh, I do. I have a bigger one. A bigger one and a smaller one. Wonder if I could put one on the top and one on the bottom. Just to make it a little different. I think I'm going to do that. This has a hole on the top, so it's more of a charm. But I'm going to use it as just a little decoration. I think it's missing some kind of bling though. But I don't want to, even if I just put the, I think that's it. Oh my gosh, it's an hour. I gotta go. I don't gotta go, but I mean, I think I'm gonna end it here because I don't want to bore you guys. This is running long. When I hit that almost hour mark, then I know I'm spending too much time here. So, this was fun. This was really a lot of fun, and I think next time what I'm going to do is pre-cut the ephemera out, so this way I don't spend too much time with cutting it out. So, this was a fun project, and I'm really glad I did this, and they're going to look great inside the journals. So thank you so much for coming along and crafting with me today, and we'll talk soon. Bye bye.